You know, in 70 years or so, we'll just be data on a screen, and the folks that watch be like, wonder who these people are. Then they decide to hunt down who we all are, and we're still gonna be ghosts, says Vanwoman in chat. Okay.
Fora is the classical Latin plural of the noun forum. In English, it refers to multiple places, meetings, or mediums designed for open discussion.
Mediums? Mediums? Mediums?
It doesn't say media. It says mediums. The standard English plural forums is also highly common and broadly accepted. That was the AI overview, so take that with a grain of salt. That grain of salt coming from a poltergeist cross.
As all grains of salt should, really.
Yes. I think when Hannibal salted the fields of Rome, he probably used a cross that floated.
It didn't have the same sort of implications then, yeah. It's just the natural shape. Like, if it wasn't for the religious implications of a cross, then all of our salt shakers would be crosses.
Exactly. I don't know how that would work, but
it's such a bad shape for a salt shaker. Like, minimum interior area, maximum surface area.
Yeah. Take it to an extreme. Make a salt shaker out of a lung.
Except that there's a different...
The salt would get in the pockets.
Yeah, exactly. There's a different kind of surface area we're talking about here.
Well, I was thinking of the salt being like interior, not just like inside the lung, like in the air spaces, but like inside the lung tissue. And then coming out all the little air spaces.
That lady was praying for the holy salt shaker of Antioch, says Vanwoman in chat. And Speclad points out that it is easy to grip, though.
Yeah, that's true. Hence it being a marionette shape.
I doubt that that's the reason why marionette handles are shaped like that. It's just, grasping for the word handles made me remember this, but I don't remember what the context of this conversation was, but I was trying to express to somebody that I have never attempted to ride a skateboard, and I could not find the word, and I finally settled on pilot a skateboard. I have never piloted a skateboard.
I also have never attempted to pilot a skateboard.
I mean, we've had this exact conversation, but like, you know, if you've got a skateboard for two, surely they can't both be riding, right? Like, one of them is a passenger, so...
Right, yeah. Well, there's the two-person bikes with two sets of pedals.
Yeah, but
you could both be kicking.
which is the correct verb for bicycling.
No. I mean, you could both be kicking to get the speed on the skateboard.
Although I do like the idea that because you are kicking, that you're kicking
the pedals.
The
Amish kick their bicycles. They don't have pedals on their base. I don't know why, but...
pedals are the devil's modern technology.
Apparently.
That's the answer. Maybe it's the gears. Maybe the gears are...
Yeah, maybe. Maybe that's why... I don't know. I don't know the various vagaries of the rules of the Amish technology limitations.
Sherman! Okay, Sherman actually is a gun guy. Heart for guns.
So you are truly American, then?
Yep. In my heart of guns.
Is that like I dreamed a dream, but it's I hearted a heart?
I dreamed a dream of hearts of guns. I can't, like, there's no joke there. There's nothing. No. It is growing. But only one person steers the two-person bike. The other person is more like a propulsion aid, says Nettie in chat.
Does that suggest that the part of driving that is driving is the steering?
It's definitely, because
I'm not suggesting otherwise. I'm saying because, like, with a boat, that's definitely true. Like, you're not.
On top, I mean etymologically, because if you
Okay.
drive,
Sure.
you drive animals.
Yeah.
Dibs is gasping for air, freaking loser.
But the animals are also producing the propulsion. They're not just producing the directionality.
We've got a slight problem here.
I don't see any problem.
How many days has this been, asked Van Whitman? I desperately don't want to count.
It is, by the way, past the... No, it's not. Never mind. Ignore me. As usual.
As you should.
Mm-hmm.
If AI dreams, would it remember, asked Van Whitman in chat. I mean, there's like so many layers separating what AI is from the concept of it dreaming that it's utterly meaningless. If Quartz dreamed... Does Feldspar dream of Ruby Corentine? Wait, does anybody drive a train if driving equals steering? Asked Nettie in chat. What is the...
I've heard people say drive a train, though.
But I don't think that's what you... I don't think that's the usual term, is it? There's the... engineer
there's the engineer.
Is the term, but that's even more wrong.
Yeah, you don't engineer a train. I mean, you could engineer a train,
can,
but
just
that doesn't
not.
mean
If you do, then you're not the engineer. It's an unrelated task. Any suggestions for where we get a bunch of air? I don't think we use air while we sleep, because I went to sleep with 20 and I woke up with 20.
Then you probably should have been sleeping more.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it might respawn in caves that you've gotten it from before.
I hope so. It is growing. I assume it's going to switch to like it is grown or something when it is grown.
Nettie suggests tram drivers are definitely called drivers. So my feeling then is that the word drive just has multiple meanings, and it just generally means to move a vehicle, whether that be propulsion or steering or both.
Yeah, because when you think about like having drive, that's less about having direction than it is about having motivation.
Yeah.
And motivation also comes from movement and just motion. I'm glad these people don't mind me setting up a tent in the middle of their town.
I mean, you haven't verified that they don't mind.
Fair. Maybe you should use the pod, like letting whatever in it come out, says Van Whitman in chat. So we're supposed to cut the pod with the special pod cutting knife when we're done.
Or as They Might Be Giants would say, cast your pod to the wind.
And I there's no way that it's going to keep saying it is growing. At some point it'll say it is grown or it is ready to be cut.
I think it was
something.
9 days, isn't it?
9, yeah.
Yeah.
And I haven't been counting, so.
Yeah, I feel like you've only been at it like 5 days. Maybe
even 6. Though it feels like I've been at it for several eternities.
I mean, you have been at it for over an hour now.
It is dying, suggests Spector in chat. What I need is oh dang it, this joke only works if I remember the name. Tim and Eric, awesome show, great job. Commercial where there's a pill that you take to sleep and hey, it is ripe. It is ripe. Well, let's eat it.
Ripe can also mean like stinky, right?
There it is. I knew there was a ritual pod knife right here. I did not want an injector.
Yeah, this does have a very Martian Stardew Valley vibe to it, Joey, buddy. I agree.
An unconscious Martian falls out of the pod.
It's a heavy Martian. You're just going to push it. You can't push it. Oh, yeah, you can push it out of the greenhouse.
Very classy, I know.
Just drag it along the ground.
I mean, it was born into the ground. It's fine. Is that
Where are you pushing it
corpse
to?
I see over there?
It does look like a corpse.
Cheshef, you dead? You dead?
Probably asleep. Hopefully asleep.
I was trying to give the Martian pod to Chef Goldblum.
Yeah. I think Chef Goldblum is dead.
I think Chef Goldblum is dead. This one's awake. Chef Goldblum? Hello? Oh, he's awake. He's awake and he's standing right on the Martian pod.
Yes.
Nice
yes,
of you. He fainted when he saw you pushing that pod, says Veclad in chat. Dream machine. Because what I need to do is ultimately get it to a dream machine and then...
Well, you can pick it up. It's just too heavy for you because you only have... You're carrying a lot.
Well, because I'm carrying... Oh, am I not carrying it anymore? Did I flaunt it off on somebody else?
Did you finally drop
the rivet gun?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have dropped it. I would have made some other idiot carry it. But maybe I dropped it. Oh, I remember where and why I dropped it. Yeah, I know where it is. It's in the power station. You know, in spite of feeling like this was progress, just gonna check that it still seems alive and just unconscious. I hope I don't need to, like, give it a consciousness within a fixed amount of time. Otherwise, I've really botched this quite badly. But I think I'm gonna try to get more oxium. I think that's my very important next goal, because I wish to live.
Well, again, not having oxium doesn't kill you. It just makes you weaker.
Okay, I wish to live a better life.
Well, who would want that?
Moxium, says Speclad in chat. Don't I wish? Don't I wish?
I think this Monday I might be going to get another, like, 6 cases of Moxie.
Tragically, I have... Wow. I guess technically I could go get Moxie. It would just be a very, very long day. Or 2 days, probably. I was saying, like, tragically I have no way to get Moxie, but that's I just don't have enough Moxie to get Moxie.
Yes. I mean, if you have a Cracker Barrel near you, maybe they'll have a Moxie.
You imagine that there are Cracker Barrels in... Well, I guess, yeah, near me could very well be in New York. I love the idea of driving to New York to go to a Cracker Barrel, to not even eat there, just have a Moxie.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, I have never eaten at Cracker Barrel, because I tend to think that crackers shouldn't be allowed to make food.
I mean, I would advise against it generally. It's very not good. You know how, like, some like...
Just in case anybody's wondering, I am, like, reading my notebook and trying to figure out what the right way to get to the generator is.
So you know how, like, some people will be like, old grandma cooking is the best, and then other people will be like nostalgic for their old grandma's cooking, but it's actually terrible, like bland and shit? The latter is what Cracker Barrel is.
Good. Wow, none of them are really near the generator at all. Why would you store crackers in a barrel anyway, asked Speclad. Just to be clear, I was making a statement that white people shouldn't be allowed to cook, just in case.
I understand.
In case, and I'm certain you wouldn't understand. You would understand, but just in case anybody in the audience, my attitude is that white people just like, clearly, judging by all white people cuisine, white people just shouldn't. We just, like, you know, we had a good run. It's time to let the ethnicities who know how to cook. Is Sizzler still around, as Van Whitman? I don't think so. I certainly haven't heard the word Sizzler in a very long time. I mean, if the Hudson Bay Company hasn't survived, Sizzler was inconceivable that it would survive. Wow, there is no good way to get there, huh? I guess I'm gonna have to go to, like, Olympus? Is that the closest one?
There might be bridges that, like, get you places more short.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm literally just looking at the positions on, like, the XY coordinate system. So, oh wait, the tubes are north of here.
I remember liking Sizzler pizza, but I also think that I would like almost any pizza.
Was a pizza place. Okay.
Well, they had pizza. I mean, they were like a buffet, I think.
I see.
But I
Okay.
feel like they might have been popular for their buffet pizza, which is weird in and of itself.
For some reason in my head, I had Sizzler as like a like Red Lobster, like a seafood place. But
no, a seafood place was Skipper's, I think is what it was called.
I mean,
and there's also Long John Silver.
Skipper's truly could not, like, a place named Skipper's truly could not be anything but a seafood place.
True. Yeah, I could believe Sizzler also had hibachis. I mean,
hibachis.
The Japanese grill that's not actually Japanese.
Oh, okay. Right.
And really old people, yeah. I mean, welcome to buffets.
Why do buffets particularly attract people who are too old to really like take advantage of the sheer quantity of food you can get for a fixed price?
Maybe because they don't care about how shit the quality is?
I quasi-recently had a surprise buffet experience. I think, Malo, I did tell this story too, but there was a... You know how online menus have gotten strictly worse? I went completely the wrong way. 26 West is east of 109 West.
Well, now find the closest one to where you currently are. Or just reload.
Turns out I didn't save after cutting this down, but I don't think that matters, really.
So you were telling a story, by the way.
Wow, I've completely forgotten every aspect of the story. It's just gone. There's no... Like, I don't even remember what the topic was.
I am also... It was buffet related.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so you know how online menus, like... They used to be good, and now they're all terrible because now it's like, oh, do you want to order online? No, I just want to see the menu. We'll give you an unrelated list of prices. So there was a Japanese place. I was on the hunt for a Japanese place that had the perfect bento box for me, and this place looked like it would. But the thing is, their only menu was their online ordering system, and in person they were just a buffet. Like it was buffet only in person, and just, you know, to survive COVID they had an online ordering where they had boxed meals, bento boxes. And so I went there wanting a particular bento box, and then it was like, surprise, it's a buffet.
And Van Whitman wants to know what your perfect bento box is.
So I don't care about every ingredient, but there are specific ingredients. I want a tonkatsu, and I want tempura, and I want miso soup. Those three, I mean, they're always going to have miso soup, but those three things, like getting the combination that has both tempura and tonkatsu, weirdly difficult to find that one perfect place that has both.
Because it's both deep fried, and so they're like, well, if you want one deep fried thing, you don't want two deep fried things.
I mean, while it's true that they're both deep fried, they are,
well, I guess
pretty
tonkatsu
much
is pan fried.
They're pretty much the exact, like they could not be more different while still technically both being deep fried. But I love tonkatsu. I love the tonkatsu sauce, and I really, really love tempura. And I want
tempura
both of those
is
things.
so good. Tempura, like some vegetables in tempura are like, I would never like this. Is that oxy?
No, that's a berry.
Okay, just berries. Okay. So some vegetables I would never really like in most preparations, but they're so good in
I mean, any
tempura,
like any
eggplant,
root vegetable,
for example.
Any root vegetable.
Yeah,
tempura.
that too. Yeah. But like eggplant, I do not like eggplant generally, but it's so good as a tempura.
So basically, we both like tempura a lot. That's the conclusion of this conversation. And I did finally, I found a place that has that exact box. They're this is where I want to be, and I'm just walking around like an idiot. Their quality varies wildly, but it varies wildly in a way that it's like, oh, this means there's like actual humans making this. So I almost don't mind that their quality varies wildly.
So, fun fact about tempura, the word tempura, it is written in hiragana, not kanji, hiragana, not katakana, but it is from a Portuguese word, from a Portuguese word.
Yeah, I was going to say it must be Portuguese.
Yeah. Speclad hates when he orders food and it's AI generated.
You know, this phenomenon must have been replaced
Mama
with
Pepperoni?
You know, Mama Pepperoni. You know, so this phenomenon must have now been replaced with AI generated images, but like particularly Chinese restaurants that would use just the same stock images for their meals. So it's like, wow, these two unrelated Chinese restaurants that are not part of a chain have just identical Gung Dal Ji. I mean, Kung Pao. I'm trying to think. I don't think I've seen any clearly AI generated menu images, but they must be out there.
I mean, it is possible that there are, but they're just, you know, AI generated meals would probably not look particularly AI generated.
I don't know. I think Contraptia suggests something different.
You say that, but like they're not just like
there's a human selection process.
Exactly.
Rather than
they're not just feeding one word in and hoping for the best.
Reverse toupee fallacy, says Speclad in chat. Boy, that's very evocative, but I have no clue what you mean.
Yeah, I am right there with you.
I could use my lantern to be able to see better, but screw that.
Who wants to use lantern oil? It's a limited resource.
Rope, bombs. It's yours, my friend, as long as you have enough rupees. Boidipus.
You're a Temerian too. You hear the word lantern oil and immediately speak in references.
Oxium, my precious.
Speclad says the toupee fallacy is when... So the toupee fallacy is the modern day trans fallacy is what you're saying, Speclad.
The toupee fallacy when you say, oh, I can always tell when X is fake. It went around recently on internet. Somebody got an image of a more obscure Monet painting and then posted online and said,
and everybody said it was fake.
No. So they posted online claiming that they had used AI to generate it. And then a bunch of people said like, oh yeah, you can tell because it's, it's exactly. Like, can you now?
Oh, look at all that oxium. That is a lot of oxium.
Well, that's why I came here. I knew this was here.
So you have now verified that it respawned, or is it just stuff that you didn't take before?
I didn't take all of it. I filled up to a certain point. I filled up until I thought I had enough, and I was clearly wrong.
And you were wrong. Nettie, you could probably do that, but that's not what they mean. They mean visually, you could always tell.
I feel like if you are trying to prove that you can determine if something is a toupee, if you just yank it off somebody's head and go, see, I could tell.
Then it's not actually saying much is what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. Also, I feel like there are people whose hair is sufficiently thin and there is probably toupee glue. How does
I think it is
stay
glue.
on? I think it is.
I assume it's glue, yeah.
Toupee glue that's strong enough that like you could end up with the worst kind of false positive.
Yes, exactly. You have just hurt this person, claimed that it's
tore off a chunk of their real hair that now, due to the damage to the follicles, now they are bald. Will
never grow back. Exactly. Congratulations. Speclat says this method is even worse for Merkins.
Although, in the Merkin case, that also is many people's fetish. So I was going to say is somebody's fetish, but I was like, you know what? Any fetish, it's a lot. There's 8 billion people.
Yeah.
Okay, we are oxiomed up.
1%, even something that's true for 1% of people with 8 billion people, that's what, 80 million people?
Yeah, exactly.
That's
and every single one of them is posting about it online. So
yes.
So how am I going to get into the Dream Machine in Olympus?
That's not important.
It's so quiet in here. Why is it so quiet in here?
There's no music.
It's like the music just forgot to loop.
Yeah. It's almost spooky.
What is the fastest way out of here? I guess probably this way. I think it's down here.
Remember, one way is surrounded by electric stuff.
No, that's traversable now. It was just when it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see. That makes sense. It's all strung up now.
Exactly. It's no worse than walking under like high tension, like high voltage electrical lines. It's some idiot thinks that it'll make your brain.
I was
cook,
about to say, if you ask some people.
I mean, it's not as bad as 5G towers. Let's be clear.
Yeah.
I have no social media presence. There it is. See, I knew that this was here. I said it was with the transmission towers. If I had social media presence, I would intentionally run like every real photograph I take through an AI just to like slightly screw it up.
Exactly. Just a small adjustment.
Just make it slightly wrong, just so that like I'm posting real photos, but they all look like AI.
Yeah.
I guess west of here, and I'm gonna have to bridge it. There must be a bridge somewhere here. Get a profile on weasels, is Joey in chat.
Stoat. Glad suggests to add weasels into every picture.
Stoat first, then weasel. Stoat.chat or whatever it is.
Stoat first sounds like a methodology of some sort.
You need to take a stoat first approach. It's like people will. You have to be the alpha wolf. It's like you take some imagined character trait that stoats have and say like, well, you need to take a stoat first approach.
So like Wily.
I mean, it's like, sure, stoats are wily, but who uses stoats as the example of it? Stoats are stoic, lies, Speclat. Not while foes are near. Invisible foes. Ultima is just a psyop to turn people into Anglophiles, says Van Whitman in chat. It's currently trying to turn people into whatever the plant equivalent of furries is.
Veggies.
I'm fairly certain veggies is just like an idiot's attempt at like a slur for vegetarians.
Yeah, probably. Not veggies.
That's just quoting an Ashens video. Was it Ashens? I think it was Ashens. He found some like canned food that that's right. It said "I love veggie" on it. Yeah, a lot of us do, but we don't go printing it on tins.
Van Whitman suggests Vegemites, but I think Vegemites are people who like to dress up as small arachnids that feed off of vegetables.
A common group if ever there was one.
I mean, if it's even 0.01%, it's still 800,000 people.
The f*** is this? The f*** is this? Game? The f*** is this? I think I'm going to have to walk all the way around Olympus Mons, which could not be less Mons, by the way.
Well, I mean, they didn't want to just let you into Olympus Mons easily. I think the Mons itself is actually near what they're calling Olympus Mons.
Right. This is Olympus Mons parenthesis city, not Olympus Mons parenthesis Mons. So it's this, yes.
I believe mites are arachnid, Speclad. I think mites...
I suppose you want to see the dream machine, madam.
Spiders and scorpions.
Okay, so he's going to let us have a look, but please promise you won't tell anyone about this. In a million years, I could have never predicted this. I could have never predicted...
Is that the dream machine?
Apparently, the dream machine is a
it's feed
dragon?
Me Seymour. It's feed me Seymour plant.
So, what? This is a face, clearly. But I think this is a face too, yeah.
Yeah, that's the face. The thing on the right is just kind of happens to look like a face, but is patterned.
So you're
pareidolying.
So I was viewing this as two beings.
Oh, I see. I don't think so. I think the thing on the top right
it's like a race car bed of dream machines, says Daddy in chat.
Yeah. I think the thing on the top right is like sort of the...
Yeah, this is going to be like the controller or something.
Well, yeah.
This. Okay. Use it. Nothing. Get it. Equip it?
Van Whitman asks why they don't change his avatar into somebody who's not crying.
Headgear has no effect on the broken dream machine.
I mean, I think his brother did die. You do have to give him some time to...
Yeah. His brother canonically died. He is still very much in mourning. So I'm betting we need the headgear from here, and we need to go to the dream machine that's near hell. That seems like the most likely
probably
inclusion of this. He periodically refreshes his tears from those fountains, says Veglat and Jet. Oh.
Or can you put radium in the power unit?
Well, they said that he smashed it up.
Oh, so. Yeah. You're right. Yep. Maybe that's what that is. Maybe that's what that look is. It's like plant blood coming out.
Oh, plant goo. Okay. I given that the headset was like an obviously pick-upable item, and I haven't even attempted to go in. Oh, I can step on the power supply. Great. I haven't even attempted to go into any other ones. That it has to be that you have to get the headset and bring it to like the hell one.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Can't you fix the dream machine? Asked Van Whitman. I doubt it. I think that they wouldn't have multiple dream machines in the game if it wasn't that you were supposed to go and use one of the other ones. As I recall, this one was like, well, it's across the canal, but there's no bridge, and well, now there is a bridge, so it should be very possible now. I just need to remember where. His voice perks up and he begins to pace. It's really one of the most fascinating devices that I have ever seen in my life. When I used it, I was able to go into a dream and walk about this dreamlike world, even though I was wide awake. At first, it was loads of fun, but thanks. Imagination. Dangerous. Dang. Trapped. When do you tell me where the other one is? I know that he said something about another one. So yeah, I figured out something important.
You need to talk to yourself.
Oh, okay, there we go. And there's one here on the island isn't working anymore.
It probably is now that it's powered.
Yeah. It's probably about the power, and it's probably about the headset. Form of the canals. Over on the island. The one in the yes, fine. Over there. Where? Can you give me a fucking direction, guy? Come on. Which way is the island?
Well, I think the island, if I remember correctly, is west. That's from memory for the map.
So his suggestion is to use the talk to machines berries and talk to it.
Yeah. Which would be the first use of that.
Which would be the first, and I'm betting only use of that. So there is indeed an area over here, which perhaps I haven't gone to before. I don't know. Great, thanks.
So the island is to the west, I believe.
Well, I went west.
Could you cross the canals there?
I crossed the canal to get to the west.
Oh, okay. Yeah. There's the island isn't small. I mean, it's not even an island. It's a square surrounded by canals.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, even he only sort of like he was describing it as an island figuratively. This looks important. There was another rock under that rock.
You could push that rock.
I can't. Apparently, this is nothing.
Can you pickaxe that rock or like tool it in some way?
It has no effect.
What about the ball peen hammer?
I don't think the ball peen hammer has ever worked on anything other than the Oxium. Well, there was a rock under that rock, and
there was a rock under that rock.
Off we go. This is quite large.
Yep.
And he really gave me no directions other than island. Can you, from the map, give me any sort of hint, or does it not show that kind of detail?
It shows that there's like... So you went just due west of Hellas Planitia, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
It shows there being like Australis Tholis, a mound in the lower left of the island. Hellas Pontus Montes, which is right near the actual Hellas Planitia, which is just a ridge just to the west of the city. And then it shows there being sort of a foresty thing in the northwest part of the island, but that's all it shows. But it also, like, I'm not 100% sure. Can you loop? What is this? Yeah, it might still be in the city. Yeah, I was going to say it might still be in the city.
This doesn't look broken. Oh, the other face was just plant blood.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. So do I use this on this? Okay.
Can you just look at the cabinet?
A dream machine?
Maybe you step into the dream machine where you've installed the headgear. I see.
Oh, okay.
And now you step in.
Great. What do I... Oh, do I... Okay, wait. Do I... What do I do?
Can you use the power supply?
Can't be used. I put the headgear on. Oh, Bear. Thank you, Spector.
Thank you, Spector.
In retrospect, obvious. He did tell us to do exactly that.
Yes, exactly. You had literally just said that.
Well, not literally just. Not that one. You sense a peculiar plant-like device with a... What do you mean? I'm literally sitting in this... I sense with my sense of touch and sight. Brittle, weak...
But your eyes are closed. Can't you see?
I still have my sense of... I'm literally sitting in the seat right now. Brittle, weak, dull. The strange chair. It feels blocked. Oh, it has constipation. It has dreamstipation.
Yeah. Exactly. Dream constipation.
The strange plant machine is dead. Boidipus, we made... It's been a while since somebody said our name. We may need some help with this. Perhaps we should ask Dr. Tessel. Ah, but it was not always so. There was a...
Yeah. It's definitely gonna be radium.
I don't know where to get radium. I don't remember where to get radium.
Grab it back out of the device.
I don't think you can get it out of the gun.
Oh, okay.
Do I remember anything?
Well, Tesla might know.
Yeah. It's nice of it to just answer. It was obvious that it was radium, but when you say rock and it says an unusually large chunk of radium. Okay, so I need an unusually large chunk of radium.
And you need to ask Tesla where to get it.
Your mind pulls away from thoughts of the velvety green surface. I hate velvet. I can't get my headgear back, so I hope it was supposed to go there. I mean, it clearly was.
I don't understand how that's headgear, but I guess...
I think I get it now. I assumed one thing, now I assume something else. So I assumed that this connects to the back of the plant, and then it connects to your head. Like think of it not as like 3D glasses. Think of it as like something that like in sci-fi. It sticks into the back of your neck and zoobly zaps you into the dream world.
I see.
What an excellent
that's
point,
a good
Spec
point,
Lad.
Spec Lad.
Mary Curie is there, but we're gonna go ask Tesla. What a shitbag we are, sexist garbage.
And your gender is Boidipus, so you should know better.
Well, maybe we're just sexist against all genders because we we transcend gender, and so those less than
so
but that still doesn't. That's we're trans but spelled differently. Gender. So, P.S. What's this?
Yeah, what is this? Is this how you fill the... Oh, is this where the water is gonna...
No. This is a barge.
Pipes? No.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a... Oh, yeah, that is a barge.
But I guess, the barge is unlikely to work without water, isn't it?
Yeah. Correct.
Which drawbridge? Which drawbridge where?
The drawbridge.
There's so much weird crap around here.
Yeah.
A cannon! A cannon! Yes! Yes!
Yowweasel has found... Wow. Yowweasel has found his calling.
God, I thought this game wasn't gonna have such fun.
I mean, the previous worlds didn't have a cannon, so...
Okay, anyway. Now, here's the real question.
Is it movable, like Speclab just
asked? No!
You're just gonna have to drag people into here.
Yep. So you're sexist against binary people, says Speclab. Yeah. That Boidipus is, it's not exactly... So Boidipus just thinks less of people who have not transcended gender in the way that Boidipus has. It's sort of like
This is the bridge, by the way. That.
Oh yeah, I guess it is because this would.
I don't know why it has switches on both sides, but it's possible that it's got multiple.
No. It's gonna be this one right here.
Oh, you're right. You are right.
Yeah, there it is.
That's to let the barge out.
Yeah. I'm gonna write down that there is an accessible barge here, because every other barge has just been like sitting in the middle of a canal where we couldn't get to it. A canal. Barge accessible in Hell
Island, but you could also write down the coords just to
So, although following the left wall, went south, it is immediately north of the bridge into Hell Island, so you can't miss it unless, of course, you follow the left wall.
Speclad makes a really good point, though. Never mind the barge, right? The cannon is there.
If it was a movable cannon, I would, but with an unmovable cannon, it's just not as exciting as I'd hoped. Okay, where the hell is Tessel?
Back at the first place you landed, right?
Yeah.
Did you finally write that place down?
Yeah. 6 East. I guess Elysium is the closest? No. Hell is the closest.
No, Hell is closest, I would say. I mean, just go due east of where you are, and you're there.
Yeah.
And there's no canals or anything to block you.
They're inaccessible because they don't want you to barge in, says Miv in chat. I guess I could sleep. It is quickly turning to night.
And once you find Tezel, I think it's going to be the end of the Ultima session.
I can't rest because Boidipus complains of inanimate things talking.
Oh. So once you take the berries, you can't rest until the berry effect is done.
But with the other berry, it was 2 talking sessions, or two moving sessions. It wasn't an amount of time, it was an amount of uses. So if that's the case with this berry, that's pretty inconvenient.
Well, it might not be the case with this berry. Or maybe one of the other berries that has no effect, the effect is actually to remove the effect of this berry.
I don't need to sleep. I'll never sleep again. It's fine.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I mean, I'm going to end this stream or end this game of this stream in 5 minutes. So.
Yeah, that's what I already said. I said once you find Tezel.
Oh, my psychic power faded.
There we go. Yeah, it was just a time thing. Spongy says the voices in your head are telling you to kill.
Well, the voices in Boidipus' head does tell Boidipus to kill. They only tell Boidipus to kill gendered people, so.
Yes, and also those voices have nothing to do with the berry. They're just
Boidipus' nature, yeah. Lamp oil. 29 south, 98 east. I'm very close. Close. I just need to go slightly less south and a lot east. And kill these things. I like this lore that we've built that Boidipus is sexist in such a way that essentially all humans are. Yes. Right. It's like one of my favorite phrases. It's not sexist to objectify women if you also objectify men. Then you're just misanthropic. It's that same kind of thing.
Would two-spirit people be included or discluded in Boidipus's sexism?
One of the...
Oh, okay.
One of the spirits, yes. One of the...
I see.
That joke was so goddamn stupid. I could barely even begin to say it. Okay, let's have our conversation with Tezel and then save.
And then forget about it next time.
Where is Sigmund Freud when you need him? Ask Kyle in chat. That's why our character is named Boidipus in the first place, from Sigmund Freud.
Also, Freud is on this ship, so.
Oh, this is Dr. Blood. Oops. And he heals us. That's nice of us. Thank you.
Nice of us?
Yes, it's nice of us to be healed by him. I misspoke, okay. But I'm gonna stick with it. There's Tezel. Dream Machine. I heard much of the Dream Machine from Dr. Freud. He is fascinated by them. I really hate to suggest it, but if you're wondering about the workings of any of the Martian machines, you would probably be better off asking that old curmudgeon, Edison. He has been here for quite a while. Surely he has learned something by now. Okay, well...
So you're on a wild goose chase.
No. I need to ask about the radium.
Oh, yeah. Fair enough.
Is it not...
Or rock, was it?
Well, yeah, it was rock, but it's radium.
Or energy. Power.
Bye, Tezel.
Bye from this mortal coil.
Goodbye from this mortal coil, Tezel. Okay, midstream break time, and then we're going to be playing Sammy Surrogate, best game ever made.